Alright guys, welcome to my part number 2 of this gigantic Titan. I call it Titan TV. I know it's a Samsung KS8000 and I obviously wrote it down in the description of my video. And I did put LOL, so for some of you who take this video too seriously and say, hey man, that's not a Titan TV, that's a Samsung KS8000. I know it is Samsung KS8000, but I'm still debating if this is a 65 or 70 inch. I don't know, man. Maybe he made a mistake. Maybe my friend at the Best Buy, Lucky, maybe he put the wrong TV in the box. I don't know. But whatever. I don't care. Even if it's a, look, 5 inches more, wouldn't make that much difference, would it? Maybe it would. But look, let me just show you, man. Look, I'm so freaking far away. I mean, from TV. And look how gigantic this thing is. Look at my lamp over here. Look how close it is to each other. Look at that. If you guys watch my first part, you will see just like how gigantic this thing is. And I'm far away from this TV. I cannot be in the center, guys, because of my bed. But this thing is gigantic. And another cool thing about this TV is, what I have noticed is no matter which angle I'm watching this TV from, it looks good. So I don't know what kind of backlighting are they using on 65 and up, 70 and 75 and up TVs. Maybe they're using more backlighting. Maybe they're using specific kind of a backlighting. I don't know. I haven't done any research. So if you guys know and have some knowledge about what are they doing with these big gigantic TVs, you guys let me know. Because no matter which angle I'm looking at this from, it looks good. And I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna prove it to you guys. Look, I'm gonna go walk all the way to my TV and I'm gonna show you just each angle I look at, it looks good. It's almost like plasma, man. Here, let me show you. Dude, no matter which angle. Look at this. No matter which angle I'm looking at it, it looks good, man. It looks good. Look at that. Look at it. Even here. It's huge, man. Look, it's gigantic. But no matter which angle, man, it looks good. It looks good, man. And I'm not BSing you guys. I'm telling you the truth. This thing is huge, man. Look at that, man. Look at that lamp over there. And look at this thing, man. It's like you need like an elevator just to come down. I know you guys almost thought it's a sticker. It's not a sticker, yellow sticker. It's a FIFA 17 app. This thing, it's ridiculously huge, man. But that's the one thing, man, that I noticed about this TV. It's like no matter which angle I'm looking this at, it looks gigantic. I mean, it looks great. So I don't know, guys, if I'll do this research anyway. You know, I'll go to ratings.com. I'll go to Digital Foundry. I'll go to the audio video forums. I'll go to Digital Trends. I'll go through all of these outlets and professional websites, because I don't know, man. I think the best place for me to go would be ratings and AVS forums, I think. Or even Digital Trends. But this is just like, no matter which angle I'm looking at, it looks great. So, let me put it on my tripod. See how far I am? Way too far. I'm going to put this on my tripod. That's my tripod right here. Yes, that's my ghetto tripod right there. Just look, it's ridiculous. And look, even from this angle, man, I know some of you are going to say, oh man, this is the shittiest angle. Yes, but it also shows you that this TV, the way it's designed, the way it's backlit, they really made it look good. So no matter which angle you're looking at it from, I just showed you, it looks good. Because I know clearly with a 50-inch, man, if I move a little bit to the left, I see, like, I lose all that quality. I see a bunch of brightness. With this one, I don't see any damn brightness, man. You've just seen me walk you through it. I went from left side to the right side, and I don't see any of that. Anyway, let's try a couple of games. Okay, let's first hit the Uncharted. Okay, this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna hit a little bit of Uncharted, then we're gonna hit The Last of Us, and then we're gonna hit Final Fantasy a little bit. But first thing first, I need to be connected to the internet. Okay, that's what I need to do first. Alright, so here we are. I know that I got a lot of messages, and I know that I got a lot of people asking me questions and stuff. I'll get to all of your questions, and I'll give you guys the answers accordingly, you know. As you all know, today I was busy working my job, my day job, and then, you know, as soon as I came back, I tried to get back onto this, and tomorrow I'm off, and Saturday I'm off, so I'll try to give you guys throughout the weekend as much as I can about this TV. I'll try to research as much as I can about 65-inch. I want to know if there's a difference in backlighting between 65 and up, like 70 and 75, because I've noticed that I get much better viewing angle, man, on this TV than I did on a 50-inch. So let's start the Uncharted 4. And remember, I'm recording this in 720p. The reason being, it's so I can have more time to spend here with you guys on this video. That's why I'm doing it. My first video, I accidentally hit the stop on my camera, so that's why the first part it's short. You know, it's funny, somebody was telling me the other day, man, your voice is so soothing, and you should be in a radio. I was like, people told me that a lot. But see, I'm talking like this on certain videos, and then if I get excited, I talk like I'm on some kind of drugs, you know. Hey man, you know. But when I'm like calm and I'm concentrated, then I have this soothing voice, you know. Like you guys heard me do voiceovers like, welcome back, press any button. What are you waiting for, you skeletor? Click on that button right now. Limited time only. Before holidays, come here to our store of Drake, Uncharted Drake, the fortunate guy who will sell his own sister for $1 or $2. Okay, that went too wrong. All right, that's too much. But you guys catch my drift, you know. I do screw around sometimes with the voiceover, and I do have this voiceover that I do well. Just like I can do the Italian, New Yorker Italian accent, like, hey, Tony over here, man. What's going on over here? Where did he go, huh? Not for nothing, man, but we don't want to do this over again. So I can do a little bit of that, you know. So anyway, let's continue. Let's see how this thing looks. Remember, I'm going to be running this on HDR, but check this out. We're going to switch this to a game mode. Let's do this test. Let's switch this to a game mode. I need to switch this to a game mode immediately. You know? No. This needs to go to a game mode. Game mode. On. Now it's gonna run like a son of a gun. I wish there was a way for me to measure how many milliseconds response time there is. Hold on, let me turn my sound on. Wow, man. Holy crap. HDR on this game mode, it's popping out pretty good. Hey, you know what, man? He was right. Look, I know him a little bit. I mean, look, it's not like we were best buddies. It's not like I go to Texas and I visit him. You know, I know 1316 Killer a little bit throughout these months. I've been following him for a year and a half. He knows me a little. I think he knows me just here and there, but we do talk. You know, like exchange comments and messages once in a while. You know, he'll come to my channel and look at some of my videos, and he'll let me know, hey, brother, man, you know, you need to get a bigger TV, you need HDR or something. He would give me some inputs, or he would let me know if I'm doing something wrong. He would give me his input, you know. So, but he was right, you know. 1316 Killer did tell me, you know, when I had that Vizio TV, he said, hey, brother, man, I know you're doing these reviews on some of these Blu-ray 4K movies, but you don't have giant TV, you don't have 65-inch, you don't have high dynamic range, you don't have quantum dot, you're missing a lot. So you're not doing it properly. So, and he was right, man. And the reason I'm mentioning him and giving him a shout out is because, first of all, he's funny. I follow the guy because he's funny. He's hilarious, man. I told him you should be on a Joe Rogan podcast. The guy's hilarious, man. He makes me laugh. But he does have a knowledge about TVs, about movies, because the guy does the research. You know, he goes in, does the research, writes it down, and gives you the factual information. This is something I learned the hard way. And the reason I mention him is because he was right about HDR. The bigger TV, man, the better HDR looks. And you guys can't see it here, but man, I see it. Let me see, did I turn the HDR on here? I'm pretty sure I did. Let me go to the option mode, display. Yeah, HDR, it's on. And look, if I remove the brightness a little bit, it look even better. And this is running on a game mode, and HDR here is truly popping out. Like those 1000 nits here, man. The best way to experience the wide color gamut, like he said, is on a bigger TV, man. And I know you guys want to see a different angle. Okay, I'll give you guys a different angle as well, because you guys definitely want to see this on a center. Okay, so this is the left side of an angle. It looks pretty good, so if you have a guest and somebody's watching it, so even from the left side right here, you're still getting a great angle. Okay, so now let me go to the center. All right, in about 1 second. All right, we're in the center right now, and even the center looks great. It looks fantastic. I have to zoom out a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. Look at those clouds, man. Look at that. And look, man, this is the beauty of running it on a game mode. 19 milliseconds, man. Response time. And look. Look at that. Look at that, man. That's what you get. 19 milliseconds response time when you're running this on a game mode. All right. So now let me show it to you from a right side of an angle so you can see it in about a second. All right. Even from this angle, looks fantastic. Now let me go ahead and move my controller so you can see it. It looks great. Even from this angle, HDR truly pops out, man. You know, if you want to see that HDR coloring and that HDR beauty, you have to have a bigger TV. I still think this is 70-inch, man. I'm telling you, look at my lamp. Look how freaking high it is. But I'm pretty sure it's 65. But they could have made a mistake. And open box, they put a 70 on there. I don't know. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I got it now. It's mine. It is mine. I got it. It is mine. This Titan, it's mine. Alright, so there's the HDR from this angle. Now let's go back to my left angle this way. I mean this way. Looks great. Even from this angle, man, it looks great. I mean, no matter which angle you look at it. And I know some of you are going to complain, but you should keep it in the center. I would, but this TV is freaking huge. And some of you ask me, here's the reason why. And I know some of you have been asking me this question. And the reason I keep it here in the bedroom, because my bedroom has my office here. It's a weird-ass apartment, man. It has smaller living room and smaller kitchen, but has a gigantic bedroom with a balcony. Go figure. They built this shit in 1970s. I don't know what the fuck. Maybe they were shooting porn here in 1970s and, you know, they needed a bigger bedroom with a balcony. I don't know. Who gives a shit, right? But anyway. this looks fantastic, man, on this TV. All right, so let's quit this and let's go back to The Last of Us. And the response time on this TV, it's so far, I'm really impressed. And let's go to The Last of Us. By the way, PlayStation 4 Pro, it's an excellent console. I know I did a overview, but not really a review. PlayStation 4 Pro for a price for $400. It's really a you see, it says HDR. It's playing. It's playing. God damn it! It's in there. See, this is how big this is how big this freaking TV is. I had to move my camera just to show you over there. So this is what I'm debating, man. I'm gonna call. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't call him. Fuck it. If he made a mistake and he sold me a 70-inch TV, I don't give a shit. even my friend, the other friend that came in, Jason, he goes like, "Are you sure this is a freaking 65?" Because I know he has a 65. I was like, "Man, this has got to be a 70." I said, I don't give a shit, Jay. I said, I don't care. I paid for this bitch. It's 70. If it's 70, hey, all more power to me. I don't care. All right, let's but look, anything above 70, it's kind of overkill, man. Unless you're like in a big giant house, you know, like a 1,200 square feet big giant house or big giant, you know, living room. If you're like in a small apartment, man, 75 and up, that's like overkill, man. Your head will be going left and right, up and down. You know what I mean? So let's check it out. Let's continue. I will do an additional videos, 1440p, 4K. So I'll do additional 2160p videos to show you how it looks recorded in 4K. But remember, when I record these videos in 4K, the only minutes I can give you is 10 minutes. But you will experience a little bit of that quality, you know, on your YouTube when you switch to 4K, so you can see how the quality looks on the TV. This is just my first overview going, you know, forward. And I can tell you HDR here just looks great, man. I mean, it really looks great. And no problem, we can go and click options. Hold on. You know, on this remote control. You see, it says the game mode, and it's HDR, UHD, 4K. You know, I can't believe that some people are still calling a PlayStation 4 Pro, it's not a 4K gaming machine. Well, if it's not, then what is it then? No, really, if it's not a 4K gaming machine, then what would you call it? I don't know. You guys tell me. This is a 4K gaming machine. It does native 4K gaming on certain selected games. And also, people need to realize this console just got released like 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever. We're in December. It got released in November 10th or 11th or whatever it was. I think it was 10th. So this console just got released. So everybody needs to relax and chill out, okay? Once the developers start building their new engines on this TV, then they're going to see, I mean, not on this TV, on this console, once they start utilizing that 4 teraflops and 8 gigabytes GDDR5 RAM and faster CPU, then they're going to be able to utilize that native 4K in much better way. You know? But for people to go out there and say, oh, PlayStation 4 Pro is not native capable 4K gaming machine, I mean, come on, man. What the hell is this? This is native 4K. You're watching a native 4K right now. The Last of Us, the Skyrim 5, NBA 2K17, FIFA 17. That's already 4 games. I just told you they're native. And even the Watch Dogs 2, mind me, it's only 3200 by 1800. I said, do you realize the resolution of 3200 by 1800? On your old PlayStation 4 and your old Xbox One Bone, you can barely pull freaking 900p. Alright? And here you're pulling a freaking 3200 by 1800 upscale to 4K with HDR. I mean, come on. And you're gonna tell me it's not a 4K capable machine? Give me a break. For $400, what this console is doing is pretty freaking good. Granted, it doesn't have a 4K UHD player. It would have been nice if it did, but hey, you can buy a cheap 4K UHD player. It's $200 now. You can buy it. You can buy the Samsung one, the one I have, or if you want, you can get a Xbox One S for $250 or $300 with a 1 terabyte. So you do have options, guys. And I'm just talking real. You do have options. But look, oh, this is beautiful. You know what? And I hate to use his name again, but 1316 Killer was right. You do need a bigger TV to experience that HDR in detail. Those 1000 nits. He was right. And I'm not doing this to kiss his ass. I'm not doing this to kiss anybody's ass. I'm just saying he was right. If you say something and turns out to be right, I'll give you a credit. I'll say, hey man, this guy so-and-so, I gotta give him a shout out. He was right. Like I give shout out to Sean Lee, who else? Bunch of other ones, members that I have out there. I can't remember top of my head which ones, but if you give me factual information and you're right, I'll give you a shout out. I'll give you a credit. I'll give credit to anybody what it's due. Yes, I even gave credit to, even though me and him, we were going neck to neck for 2-3 months, for 2.5 months, we're going back and forth, But even him, even Hard 8, I gave him a credit for KS8000 Samsung TVs. He was right about it. And he was right about it mainly because he owned one. Not only one, he had one before that. So he had the TV. He knows it. He had it. Regardless of our differences that we had in the past and, back and forth. But he was right. And I gave him a credit where it was due. So me and him are cool now. I mean, honestly, I'm subscribed to him. And, I sometimes check his channel, see what's up, I'm that type of a guy that holds the grudges. Unless you're the one that's holding a grudge. You know what I mean? But I give a credit where it's due, guys. And if I do make a mistake, like I've done in the past, hey, man, I'll be the first one to go out there and apologize and say, hey, man, I made a mistake. And I'll explain to you where I made a mistake and why I made it. And how idiotic I was to think that way. With an article. With a factual information article. Alright, so like I said, this looks great. The Last of Us looks great, man, on HDR here. Considering this is a PlayStation 3 game, they got remastered for PlayStation 4, and now it's PlayStation 4 Pro being patched up for the 4K resolution and HDR. Okay, so now we can quit this and go ahead and try out a Final Fantasy. Don't worry, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and record some of these videos in higher bitrate, maximum bitrate, 4K with HDR on my camera, and then I'm gonna show you that 10 minutes so you guys can see it. The reason I'm doing 720p now is because I want to spend some more time with you guys and kind of walk you through this TV a little bit, okay? So let's go to Final Fantasy. And I will do some giveaways. There'll be some giveaways before Christmas, and just around the time for Christmas, I might do something for you guys. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I like to surprise you, like a little Christmas kids awaiting their presents. So I'll do a little surprise for you guys, you know what I mean? And you'll see. Alright, so this is Final Fantasy for fans and first-timers. That's nice. Except I'm not a first-timer. Another thing I noticed about this TV, like, you see it says HDR video it's playing on the top corner. I noticed like that the blacks on this TV are very deep. And I swear to you guys, I'm not bullshitting you, man. I can watch this from each angle. It looks great. Look, I'll show it to you again. No matter which angle I'm looking at this, it looks great. So I don't know. You guys need to do me a favor. I'll research this tomorrow when I get a chance. Did Samsung do something here on 65 and up TVs? Did they change something? Did they use different backlighting? They must have done something different here, man, because I have not noticed this on a 50-inch and even a 55-inch. But 65 and up, I've noticed that even when I was in the Magnolia, even the 75-inch, or was a 70-inch, I'm sorry, 70 or 75-inch, I looked at it and I said, holy crap. I think it was a 75-inch. And I said, man, this looks pretty good, man. Is this OLED? It's like, no, it's not OLED. It's LED with a quantum dot, but he says the backlighting might be different on this one. Now, I cannot take that for a fact because I don't know if he's using that as a factual information. I need you guys to go to the source, go to the AVS forums, go to Digital Trends or ratings.com, and then find out what the deal is, because look at this viewing angle, man. It's like ridiculous. I'm not losing any detail here. It's really, really good. Alright, so anyway, let's go ahead and let's put this baby on this custom-made tripod. Yes, there.